KP's Kingdom, cooking with KP, and today I'm going to show you how I make my homemade gnocchi with some nice creamy meatballs. And I'm using leftovers again, believe it or not. Alright, let's get on with it. First thing I'm going to do is I've got what is left over of some mashed potato that we've had from the last couple of nights. Alright, I'm just going to put that straight into my mixer bowl, just like that. Okay, really simple. Now this is actually quite wet, so it makes gnocchi making a little bit different. I'm going to add even more moisture. Just to be difficult, 1 egg that can go straight in. Now here I've got some baker's flour, some bread type flour or pasta type flour, the same sort of deal. I'm just going to add in around about nearly a cup's worth. Now the amount of potato that I had would be around about 2.5, maybe 3 cups worth. I'll put the potato in first and I add my flour slowly, and I'm just using a nice slow speed on my mixer just to incorporate everything. And as things start to incorporate, we can actually speed up our little deal. Okay, I'm going to check and see what our little gnocchi mix is like. Now making gnocchi, to me, it's a thing by feel. It's not a set recipe. Okay, so we're just going to add a little bit more flour in as we need. We don't want to overdo it with the flour. We want the potato to be the absolute hero of our gnocchi. So I'm just going to mix that through again, and as we go, if I feel I need it, I'm going to add a little bit more of that pasta type flour. That's basically a tipo double O type flour. I'm going to check it again, check for moisture content, and we don't need to add any salt or anything like that. Our potato we cooked with a reasonable amount of salt, so I'm just going to add flour, as I said, as we need it. Keep mixing that through until we get the consistency that we really want. Okay, and using a mixer like this, it does make things a little bit easier. You can actually put this on the bench, but you're going to make one hell of a mess. Alright, my gnocchi dough is basically where I want it, where it's sort of not too firm, but you'll see the result once we tip this out, and there we go. That's what it should look like once we've got everything together. Alright, all we need to do now is start rolling this out. Now I did make a mistake this time. I usually use a chopping board, and I thought, oh, let's do it the old Nonna way, and let's just use the bench top, and we're going to roll this out just like I'm doing right there. I would still use a chopping board for this. Chopping boards tend to have a little bit of a grip. The surface of this particular bench top is so smooth. I'm just going to slice this up into more manageable pieces, 5 pieces, and we're going to keep rolling this out. And what I did find, because our bench is so smooth, is the pasta or the gnocchi tend to slide a little bit. Now normally I would actually roll this a little bit thinner, but with the difficulty of everything sliding around, I've just left it like that. Now we're just going to slice this up using a bread or a dough slicer. You could even use a normal little spatula that you use for the barbecue to do the exact same job. Now here I've got a little gnocchi board. Yes, I've just bought that from my local delicatessen. I've had it for years, and we're just going to roll these little balls straight down there. It's going to give a nice little line all the way around these little pillows of potato delight, and that's going to help grip the sauce when we cook these off and eat it. So slide those straight down just like that. You can even leave them whole as you've already cut them. It does work, but I like having the little lines on my gnocchis. Okay, so we're just going to continue going through, place them straight down onto a tray. I've covered that with a little bit of baking paper. It's just going to make things a little bit cleaner and a little bit easier at the end. And if you haven't tried making gnocchi at home, why not? Because it is so simple to do. And as I said, I use leftover mashed potato. Alright, I'm going to make up some meatballs. Here I've got some really nice tasting chicken sausages. I'm just going to squeeze out little pieces like that. Sometimes you'll get a little bit of skin that comes off, but this is an affordable way to make up your own little meatballs, and you can choose different types of meat. I've used pork, I've used beef, I've used turkey before. I'm going to put those in the oven around about 20 minutes or so. Alright, let's start making our sauce. Here I've got around about 4 slices of streaky bacon. I'm just going to give that a rough chop, just like I'm doing right there, and it's going to add a nice smokiness to our particular sauce and our dish. Alright, put that straight into a fry pan, just like that. I'm not even going to start cooking it off yet. I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons worth of tomato paste concentrate. It's going to give it a nice fruitiness, of course, and we need a little bit of garlic. Can't cook Mediterranean food without garlic. We need that, and it's also really good for you. And tomato and garlic work together beautifully. I'm going to add in a bit of basil paste as well. Some people ask, why do I use paste? They just last forever in the fridge. A good dollop of cream, just bought from your local supermarket, of course. I'm just going to give that a quick stir around first, just to get that tomato paste all incorporated into that. Right, and I'm going to now get some heat happening on that. I'm going to cook that off on another hot plate on the other side. Some boiling water, a little bit of olive oil, that goes in, and we can start adding our gnocchi straight into that really nice boiling water. The olive oil is going to give it such a really nice flavour and stop our gnocchi sticking together. I'm just going to put those in until they float. That's all you need to do. That's it. Just put them in, wait till they float. Once they float, let them sit for around about 20 to 30 seconds, and they are cooked, and they're nice, light and fluffy little pillows of potato goodness. Okay, so you can see those floating up right now. Once they're floating, I'm just going to get our little strainer like that, and we're just going to scoop those out, and we can put those straight onto our plate. We can serve this straight away. Okay, make sure we get rid of any excess water. Give them a little bit of a shake. Okay, they can go straight in, and I'm just using a consomme plate to serve this up with. Just looks cool, and it just makes it work. Okay, right, so there we go. Look at our sauce. All we've done is just brought that up to a nice simmer, reduce that cream down a little bit, and all we have to do now is pour that straight over the top. I'm going to add our meatballs in as well. I've already done that. Sorry I didn't film that. I forgot to turn the camera on. All we have to do is put those little meatballs that we've taken out of the oven, which is our chicken sausage that we've cooked for around about 20 minutes or so, and before you know it, we're going to have the most simple and budget type little pasta dishes that you could want. So we've got leftover mashed potato. We've already made that. We've eaten that. It's just leftover. It's cost us nothing. Alright, our cream, we've probably used around about $1, maybe $1.50's worth of cream. A little bit of bacon. Yeah, we're kind of a bit extravagant with the bacon. It's going to cost us about $3. Okay, I'm going to top this off with a little bit of pecorino or Parmesan cheese. And look, this is how you make do when you're not actually earning any money at the moment. It's so simple. Love to see you try and make this one at home. It is so easy and quick and tasty to do. Alright, thank you so much for watching this video. Really do appreciate it. If you like this video, hit that like button. Gives me confidence. Should make you feel warm and fuzzy too. Hit that notification bell to be notified every time a new video goes up. Please share this video with all your friends on all platforms of social media. Leave a comment. I love reading and responding to them. If you want to learn how to make something that costs you not a lot of dollars at all for a nice meal for a family, well, you need to come and join the family, my family. Hit that subscribe button and you'll never miss another one of my videos again. Off to eat my gnocchi with creamy meatballs, and I will catch you next time. Bye!